Hi, first graders. Today we are going to start an art project for Mother's Day. You are going to be painting a bird for Mom. Next week we'll make a card to go with it. Let's get started. Before we paint, the first thing you're going to need to do is find a piece of paper or newspaper. It will become trash, but something for you to paint on top of. You don't want to make a mess anywhere. So get a piece of paper and then take out your steam bag and take out your bird. I sent home two different types of bird. You can see this is one cut and there is also this bird here. Both of them will be painted the same. Take your bird out and put it in the middle of your piece of paper now. Great. Then get a second piece of paper, and I like to use this one to put my painting supplies on, just in case I spill. I don't want to make a mess. Leaders are always proactive. They plan ahead. They begin with the end in mind. This makes for easy cleanup and less mess. Parents prefer that. Now look at what you're wearing. Are you wearing your best clothes? If you are, you need to pause the video and go change. Make sure you're wearing something that's old and worn that can get a little dirty. You don't want to get in trouble, do you? Sometimes when painting, it can be messy. So begin with the end in mind. Make sure you're wearing something that is okay to get dirty. Look at my hands. It gets messy, trust me. Great. Now you need a cup of water. Any cup will do. I like to reduce, reuse, recycle. So since I use a lot of yogurts and eat them, I like to use them to use as paint cups. Maybe you have something you can use at home. A little cup of some sort that you can put water in. I also got each of you a paintbrush. It's blue. Take that out and put it in your water cup now. I'll wait for you to do that. Great. You'll also find 4 small containers of paint with lids on them. Take the blue one out first and put it on your paper. We're going to start with the blue one first, so carefully remove your lid. Once you remove your lid, move it closer to your bird so it'll be easier to paint. I'm going to take some of the water off of my brush and then dip it in the blue paint. I'm going to leave a space for the beak because I know I will be painting that part black. I'm beginning with the end in mind. Then I'm going to put blue paint over the rest of the bird. This is going to be a bluebird. Isn't it a beautiful bluebird for spring? Don't you think Mom would love to hang it in a window or maybe from her car mirror? I think it would be a great gift. Make sure you cover all of the top. Don't rush. Dip back into the cup and get more blue paint if you need it. You want to do your best for Mom or Grandma or Auntie, whichever woman makes the most difference in your life. This is the way we reward them, by giving them gifts. Everyone knows that gifts are made from the heart and make the best gifts of all. I think I did a great job covering the blue. You don't want to have a lot of glops either, so make sure you smooth it out so it's not too thick. Then put your brush back in the water cup. Swirl it around a little bit. Great. Take your lid and put it back on top of your blue paint carefully. Then move your blue cup aside. I'll wait for you. Now, if there's an adult nearby, they can help you with this, right? Leaders find their voice and ask for help. That is habit 8. Great. Now it's time to take our black paint cup. Move it over by your bird carefully. Now move it farther away. You don't want to get any black paint on your bird when you open it. Open the cup very carefully. Take your brush. Wash off any excess water. Wipe it off on the edge of your cup, like I'm doing. Then dip it in your black paint. Now you're going to paint the bird's beak. Carefully go over the tip all the way to his face, so there's none of the wood is left showing. Do your best, leaders. That looks nice. Then put your brush back into the black paint. The water, sorry. Take it out of the black paint and put it into the water cup. Swirl it around a few times. Great job. Take your lid and put it back onto the black paint. Carefully now, leaders. You don't want to spill it. Maybe an adult can help you with this if you find an adult nearby. I'll wait for you. Great job. If you couldn't get the lid on, just move it far to the side so it doesn't make a mess on your bird. I'm looking at our sample now, and I can see it has some white on the bottom, and then it gets lighter blue on top. So let's get our white paint now. Take your lid off carefully on the side away from your bird. You don't want to get any paint on it. It's looking so beautiful. Do your best, firsties. Great. Now put your brush into the white paint. Start in the bottom. Here we want it to be thicker. And then keep pulling it out as you go up so it looks kind of like feathers on your bird. And you can get some more paint from the bottom as you pull it up. See how it gets lighter and lighter as it mixes? If you want it to look like there's a wing coming from it, you can get more white paint here. Or you can leave it now like this. But if you want it to look like this is a wing, you can take your white paint and add more lines here coming up like it's a wing. That adds more detail now. You see that? Go back into the white paint again. Up, 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 up. Isn't that beautiful? Up, up, and I get more white paint again. Up, 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 up. And it looks like it's her wing now flying. If I wanted to change this one, I would do the same thing now. I would take the white paint and I would go up, 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 right there, like it's flying. More white paint, up, 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 up. And maybe even I would bring it into this end of this wing. It's up to you. You're the artist, or you can leave it. You choose what you think looks best. I love to add details. It's just like writing. The more details you add, the prettier things get, or the juicier they get. When you're done, get your brush and put it back into your water cup. Swirl it around a few times. Let me move our sample back up. I was waiting to do this part last because we want the blue to be the most dry it can before we do our fingerprint art. Notice that this one is my fingerprint. Nobody else has that fingerprint but me. That makes it a special gift for Mom, don't you think? She gave you that fingerprint. So take out your pink now. Open it very carefully. You won't need your water cup or paintbrush for this part. Take the lid off and put it above your bird. Ask somebody for help if you need it. Now take your finger, your pointer finger. Dip it in the paint. Don't go to your bird yet. It's too much paint. You won't see the fingerprint. So go to your paper, go 1, 2, and now to your bird, add a cheek. 3. There is your fingerprint. Don't touch it. Let it dry. Take your finger now. Wipe it off on the paper. That's messy. Put your lid back onto your pink paints and move that one to the side. Remember how I told you to get 2 pieces of paper? Move this one to dry with your bird. It will have to dry. It'll take a long time. Give it at least 2 hours to make sure it's completely dry. Then hide it from Mom. Next week we'll make the card. Take your water cup, take your brush out, and wash it out. Take it out, wipe it off, and then use your napkin now to dry it off. Set it aside. That's your brush to keep. It's a gift from Mrs. Elkins, and you can use it again and again and again. Take your other paints and throw them in the trash. The water cup gets dumped and put in your sink to be washed. The others are all trash now, and so is the other paper. Once your bird is dry, then you can hide it from Mom. I hope you had fun painting, Firsties. Bye. Oh, don't forget to post a picture. I can't wait to see